The Constitution of the Republic of Singapore is the supreme law of the nation. While the heavily modeled on the British Westminster parliamentary system, it has been uniquely adapted to suit the Singapore specific socio-political context, particularly its multi-racial society, small geographic area, vulnerability at the city-state. Below is the detailed analysis, its key elements, historical development, unique features. Historical development and origin. The Singapore Constitution did not emerge from a revolutionary war but through the peaceful, albeit sudden, political separation. Its origin trace back to the State of Singapore Act 1959, which granted self-governance from British. When Singapore joined the Federalism of Malaysia in 1963, it adopted the Constitution of the State of the Singapore 1603. Following Singapore's abrupt expulsion from Malaysia 1965, the Republic of Singapore Independence Act was passed to the adopt of existing constitutional framework as the constitution of the independent sovereign state. Unlike many post-colonial constitutions, it was not drafted from scratch, but it was retrofitted for independence, blending British common law tradition with urgent local necessities for survival and stability. Supremacy of Constitution. Article 4 of the Constitution explicitly declares it to be a supreme law, a Republic of Singapore. Its mandate that the law enacted by the legislature that is the inconsistent with the Constitution shall to extend to the inconsistency to be avoided. This established the foundation of judicial review, allowing the court to strike down unconstitutional legislation. However, unique features of Singapore Supremacy Clause, it is a saving provision pre-independence law. This means the law of force before the independence cannot be challenged merely on the grounds that they violate fundamental liberties. A historical compare that the limits the absolute supremacy the Constitution practice and protect older, potentially liberal and statutes. Executives, the elected presidency and cabinet. The executive power invested in the president exercised by the cabinet led by the prime minister. Historical, the president was the ceremonial head of the state elected by parliament. However, a landmark constitutional amendment in 1991 transformed the presidency into the directly elected office and specific custodial veto powers. The president act on the advice on the cabinet but hold a second key to protect the nation future. The president can veto the drawing the financial reserves but accumulated during the current term of government, the appointment of key civil services and judicial position and the administration of the Internal Security Act ISA. The unique dual executive system prevent the rogue government from the bankrupting the country and packing the civil services with the cronies. The legislature, unique parliamentary structure. Singapore has a unicameral parliament to ensure diverse voices of minority representation without adopting a fully proportional representation system. The Constitution has been amended to create unique categories of members of parliament MP besides directly elected MPs. There are non-consistency constituency MP and CMP who are appointed from the opposition candidate who did not win but secured the highest percentage of votes, ensuring minimum number of opposition voices in parliament. Additionally, there are the nominated MP and MPs appointed by the president to the represent non-political sectors such as the art, business, academia, and community services. The structure ensures a broader spectrum of views, parliamentary debates, and maintaining the dominant of party ability to govern effectively to pass legislation without the gridlock. Fundamental liberties and their limitations. Part 4. The Constitution guarantees fundamental liberties including freedom of speech, assembly, association, religion, equality before the law. However, these rights are heavily qualified to reflect the communitarian rather than the purely liberal philosophy. The Constitution explicitly allows the Parliament to restrict these rights to the interest of national security, public order, or morality. For instance, freedom of speech heavily regulated by laws like the Defamation Act and Protection from the Online Falsehood and Manipulation Act. POFMA, most notably Internal Security Act ISA, allows the preventive detention without the trial or protect national security. The court generally adopt a highly differential approach to the executive these matters, prioritize social harmony, state security over the absolute individual liberties, multiracialism and minority protections. Given its diverse demographic, Chinese, Malay, Indian and other CMIO, the Constitution explicitly recognize these special position of Malay community as the indigenous people of Singapore. Article 152-153 mandate the government to protect, safeguard, support, the foster and promote political, education, religious, economic, social, cultural and language interest of the Malay. Furthermore, to ensure minority representation is the political dominant single party system, the group of representation constitution GRC scheme was introduced. While the GRC schemes statutory back, the constitutional provision required that every GRC team must include at least one candidate from the Malay, Indian and other minority community, ensuring the parliament always reflect the multiracial fabric of the nation. The judicial and judiciary reviews. Judiciary is an independent and consistent of the Supreme Court, comprising the Court of Appeal and High Courts, the state courts. It possesses the power of judicial review to interpret the Constitution and strike, draw unconstitutional law. However, the independence of the judiciary is the carefully circumstances in the certain areas. The appointment of judges is heavily influenced by the executive, as Prime Minister advises the President on the judicial appointment. Furthermore, the constitutional amendment has the explicitly outside the jurisdiction of the court review certain executive decisions, such as the President or Minister is a discretion under the Internal Security Act. It creates a system where the judicial independence is the robust in commercial and civil matters, but highly restrained when it comes to the executive, core security and political decision. The amendment process. Constitution is Singapore relatively flexible compared to the US Constitution, but still requires a supreme majority to ensure political stability. Most of unconstitutional amendments require the two-thirds majority vote in the Parliament of the assent to the Parliament. The high threshold ensure that the ruling party cannot easily alter the fundamental and foundational rule of game without the substantial consensus. However, the Constitution includes a special protective mechanism for its core identity. Any amendment that cedes Singapore's sovereignty or affect the fundamental rights and liberties of its citizens require the national referendum with a two-thirds majority of the electorate. The dual-track amendment process allows the government to adapt Constitution to changing political needs, like the creating NCMP or its elected president, while the permanently protected core sovereignty and democratic rights to the nation. Thank you.